Yo, people, welcome back to another stream of Two Up Front. I'm your host, Ace, and as always, I'm with my brother, Major. How are you doing today, my guy?
I'm all good, bro. You know how it goes. Blessed and highly favored, man.
We love to hear it, as always. So, yeah, man. Bro, sorry, I just wanted to vent a little bit, man. Life is so... Oh, my God, bro. I was working, yeah, and I was so busy today. It was only until after, at the end of the day, I was like, oh, it's Friday. And then I was like, you know what? I get to talk football. I get to catch up with Major. You know what? I'm happy. So, now you get to the other side of it very quickly. You're like, you know what? Now we can actually just enjoy, just sit back, talk about football, have the good conversations as we always do. And yeah, and to everyone who's going to join us throughout the stream, please make sure to leave a like as you're coming in. That helps the algorithm a lot. It helps us grow. But yeah, bro, so I just wanted to kind of quickly get off my chest, man, before we just go straight into it. Because
Yeah, no, I definitely hear you, bro. I definitely hear you still. Hey, it's always good. Like I said, like obviously international breaks, they can be whatever. And then yeah, man. Like it's just always nice when you've got the Premier League weekend and yeah, man, like you can finish off the week and then you've got the weekend. Especially this bit of the weekend, because at this bit of the weekend, disappointment hasn't arrived yet. Like nothing's happened.
So you can still believe.
Yeah, you can still believe. You're just looking forward to things. Like, results haven't. Yeah, they've not affected things. So
I hear it. I hear it. You're still in a positive frame of mind and all. So I hear it. But yeah, bro. That said, man, this weekend there's only one fixture, man. That the main fixture that we have to talk about, obviously. And then there's actually a couple other kind of interesting games. But obviously, we'll get to those as well throughout the stream. But yeah, bro, this one, it's a big one. Arsenal. Bro, like, yeah, man, we had a slip up. We haven't been playing well, and the vultures, man, they've just been out. They've been ready, waiting to catch us slipping. I know, and there's that big bullies are coming into town, Liverpool, and they're in very good form right now. And so yeah, bro, it's definitely very concerning times going into this one. I know you're loving it, so I don't know if you wanted to kind of give your kind of quick thoughts on this game, and I'll kind of tell you how I'm feeling, I guess, from the home side. We can kind of go back and forth from there. But yeah, what are you telling me about this one, bro?
Yeah, obviously it's a massive game, like absolutely massive game. Yeah, we've spoken about Liverpool a lot. We've spoken about Slot, and they've started the season great. Only one loss to Nottingham Forest. They've had a solid defense. The players who have usually been the ones who have always stepped up when they needed it, the Salahs, the Van Dijks, they've been performing. But also you have like the Gravenberches who have come in and they've stepped up their game. Diaz, he started the season well. So yeah, Liverpool, they're looking really good. Obviously, Arsenal, we've spoken about Arsenal a lot as well. They've had they started off well as regards to, we've been speaking about Arsenal's defense and them looking solid. And obviously, as of recent, there's been more question marks. And yeah, not just the rival fans, because I know you're speaking about the rival fans, but even amongst the Arsenal fans,
there's
a lot of discourse. Yeah, there's a lot of discourse. And yeah, I don't think you're at the stage where, like calamity is struck. Like obviously you lost to Bournemouth. I think there's more questions being asked of Arteta. You've got some injury situations there.
Yeah.
Obviously people have spoken about the youth and Arteta implementing. So there's loads of different questions. I think because of the Bournemouth result, it sets this game up really nicely because like Arsenal can't be losing this.
Yeah,
Arsenal can't be losing this.
It's a must not lose.
Yeah, Arsenal can't be losing it. Ideally, you're at home, so you should be trying to win it. But
off the back of that, because I asked you this, I think I remember this kind of probably similar from I guess how I'm feeling initially to the Spurs game early in the season, where again with like injuries, I wasn't really sure what to it. And obviously, I remember then in that game when there was a lot of talk too of maybe Spurs at home, and it was like I think a lot of people were now like Spurs, who based on everything that's going on right now, Spurs are probably the favorites for this game now. Oh, I remember. I think I was asking you actually, so I was more asking you the question of, do you feel that way? That was the kind of the rhetoric I was hearing in the media. So I think in this one too, it's kind of similar again, where it's like Arsenal feel like there's been a lot of players are missing. There's a lot of kind of circumstances where do you see Liverpool come into the Emirates now, and do you now put them as favourites to win this, or do you still feel like even with everything Arsenal have going on, they should still be like winning this game in terms of the odds in your mind? It's kind of just a quick question I had.
That's a good question. Yeah, this game I see it a little bit differently because I think Liverpool, yeah, I think they're different. They're a different type of opposition that you've got to come up against.
100.
So yeah, I feel like me personally, I'm not going into this game looking at Arsenal as favourites. Nah. Yeah, like I wouldn't be looking at them as favourites. I think it's close. Like with everything that's going on with Arsenal, I don't think it's gonna be like cut and dry. And yeah, like I think Liverpool, for as good as they have been, I think going to the Emirates away is a tough game. Like it's a really tough game. So yeah, like I think it's gonna be like a hard game for both teams. But yeah, I wouldn't go as far as to say I believe Arsenal are favourites. No.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay. So no, that makes sense. I mean, I kind of want to get your perspective on that, whether that would be.
Sorry, I think when Wendy just said this, I genuinely think it's close. Liverpool are a good team, but Arsenal at home is tough. Yeah, I think this one's close. Like I think with the Tottenham game, I just thought that you know what, with how Arsenal are gonna set up and with some of the vulnerabilities of Tottenham, I just saw you taking advantage, which you did. But with the Liverpool game, yeah, like it's different. Like, yeah, this is it's a hard one.
There's a big threat there. Yeah. No, I get that. That's why I thought I was interested. I wasn't sure which way you were going to sway on that. So
what about you?
It's tough, man. It's tough. I think to me, this is again. I think I kind of see this as like we have been weakened, but like Wendy said, just because we are at home and because I still think we have a good team. So it's still like it's kind of like I think of like, when you're kind of like a wounded animal, but like you still also can't be like looked at lightly. So I think Liverpool can't look at Arsenal's weak players are missing now and think it's now going to be an easier game for them because we still have a very good team. So that's why I'm still like from that perspective. But then Liverpool are a very good team too. So like, but I think I still give us the edge because it's at the Emirates. So I would still say Arsenal are favourites to. If any team is going to win this game, I think I would still say I put Arsenal as favourites, even though I can see a lot of people and why they would think that Liverpool can come and do the job. But yeah, I think I still would marginally, but it's very, very tight. That's why I can see people going on either side very easily. Like, I think even Liverpool, as much as they're probably confident, maybe more confident coming into this game with like you see all the stuff that like, Saka might not play, Saliba, Saliba's not going to play now. Like, kind of Fury's not there, Timber's not there. My kind of big concern is left back. Salah, wherever Salah has on that side, it's going to be a really big problem. And that's like a position that we're going to be very weak in, regardless of what Arteta does. So I can see Liverpool being more confident, but I think they'll still be wary that, it's still not a joke, like, basically. Like, it's still going to be a difficult game. So, yeah, that's why I can see it going both ways, which is why I thought it would be interesting. What about, I guess, another kind of follow-up question for you then is, I thought it would be interesting. Actually, I don't know, bro. Actually, sorry. You finish. If you have an analysis, I think you should finish it, actually, before we then go into the next game.
Oh,
like,
okay.
What kind of like in terms of what you think is going to happen in this game then?
I think obviously, like, there's going to be a lot of questions as regards to what Arteta, or rather how Arteta is going to line up. I think a lot of people were critical of his starting lineup against Bournemouth, and I think he's gonna have to really think about this starting lineup, and he needs to make sure he gets it right. I think there's a lot of question marks regarding that. So I think even before the game is even played out, I think that's a question in itself as regards to who is Arteta gonna go with. Obviously, there's been a lot of opinions. There's been people saying, you know what, I believe this player should be starting. I believe this player should be playing in this position. And I think that's like a big discussion. And then obviously, one of the big discussions, like one of the big talking points, really and truly, and it's funny because this will affect a lot, is Saka. Is Saka going to play?
It's massive.
And not only is he going to play, so is Saka going to play at all? Is Saka going to start? And is Saka fit? Like, those are the questions.
Big questions, yeah.
Because there's one thing him being in the squad, but him not starting and him coming off the bench. And there's another thing him playing, but he's just not fit.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think that option will play out because I don't think Arteta would play him if he's not fit, like completely. I'm not saying he'll be 100%, but I don't think Arteta will play him if he's like, he's not capable of, doing what Saka needs to do.
You know, I think this really comes down to just how bad the injury is. I think if it's like, again, if it's playable and he can still be okay, even if not 100%, I think Arteta will play him. But if it's really like, Saka, he really shouldn't be playing for another 3 weeks, then it's like he's just not going to play in it. So I think because Arteta's been really coy with exactly how bad it is. So I think that's why he's still.
He loves doing that, innit?
I told you, bro. In the beginning, you can't believe him. I think Eddie Howe's another one that I've seen. That in their press conferences, there's no point listening to what they say about players because he will. I think even the Saka one is funny because I feel like Saka not playing. I feel like he's suggested a lot more that Saka's gonna play when he hasn't ended up playing. And I feel like in the past, if Saka's gonna play, he will downplay the chances of Saka playing. So it's kind of interesting seeing how he does it subconsciously. So that's why it's still really up in the air, man, on whether that guy's here or not. Because the fact that he hasn't trained as well is, or what we've seen anyway. Because people also seen Arteta's a madman. Because I think they were filming our training session today, and they're like the players that were missing. Like he could very easily have these guys in the back room waiting until the cameras go. You never know until the actual day. So
I feel like
say
I agree.
Arteta,
I agree.
You think so? You're leaning towards the. You think
I think he's gonna play. I do actually think he's gonna play. We will see, but I do actually think he's gonna play.
But you know who? Hey, Luca, man. I see Luca's joined as well.
Shout out, Luca.
Welcome, man. Shout out, Luca, man. But what's it called? I think. Well, you know who I want to give some props to too, man. He gets cussed a lot, but my Martinelli guy actually does also like playing against Liverpool. Like I saw something today that in terms of his favorite positions in all competitions, he scored the most goals against Liverpool. Like I think it's most GA. I think it's like 5 goals, 2 assists while he's played there. So he's gonna have to be massive in this game too, man, for us to have any chance. Because I think it's not, I heard the Saka thing, but I do hear it. I don't even want to downplay, but I also don't think we're as bad a team where it's like Saka's not playing, so now it's like just write off Arsenal. I don't think it's also that straightforward either. So it's not the balance to come see, but he's definitely a massive L if Saka isn't playing. I think he gives us. We're not saying about like the margins of. I then don't know if I then put Arsenal as favourites if Saka isn't playing. It's that kind of change. But if he's playing, that can now be what swings the odds in terms of, in my opinion. So he's a massive thing, man. A massive player for us. So. Yeah, man, it's definitely not the right time to be playing Liverpool. It's definitely very concerning, man. Because like you said, you alluded to that they've been really good this season. They still only conceded 3 goals. Is it like 3 goals? I think still in the league.
Yeah,
that's one thing too. We haven't been very creative going forward. We haven't looked like we flowed well. How are we gonna actually get goals past Van Dijk and Konate? That's also another kind of concerning aspect to this too. I don't know how they're gonna approach it because the Chelsea game, I think it was very surprising to me because I felt like they gave Chelsea a lot more ground at Anfield than I expect them to. So I don't know if they come to the Emirates now and they then want to be the aggressors. And
I feel like they're comfortable with. I feel like they're comfortable with that. I think Slot, like how he set up Liverpool, I think they are like. I think there were certain aspects in that Chelsea game where they allowed Chelsea to have the ball and they said, you know what, like we don't mind you having your turn, and then we'll have our turn. Like I think that's sometimes like how Liverpool, and I think as regards to just not trying to do things 24 miles an hour and like having everything so frantic. Like I think Slot, like how he likes to approach, don't get me wrong, he will have these periods where like they're going at it, like it's really intense. But I think his game management and his style, he likes to also have control. So he sometimes is like, you know what, we're gonna settle things down, we'll let it be frantic. So I think there'll be like parts of the game where they'll say, we'll let Arsenal have the ball. That's not a problem. Like, they can do that.
And I think that's probably even more concerning because again, with our players missing, I probably still feel a bit better in terms of if maybe they were trying to be more aggressive and them telling us to break them down based on what I've seen so far this season. Like in terms of which one I'm more confident we can play off. Like so, bro. It's definitely it's gonna be a very difficult game, man. Like I see Luca earlier said, so not confident going into this game, and I echo your thoughts completely. So I go 2-2. I think a draw is a very good shout for this one. We'll get into the predictions in a second of what we both think. As the editor will say, Martinelli versus Trent, and he actually does perform very, very well against Trent. I didn't even know that. I think even Connor Bradley's out as well for this game. I didn't actually know from a local point of view, so I thought it's pretty interesting because he's usually the Trent understudy. So it's gonna be interesting to see what Liverpool do in that regard. Yeah, as the Unorthodox exchange, Martinelli's too stinky. Fair play. Ade says, barbecue chicken in reference to the Martinelli versus Trent kind of comment. And he does enjoy playing against him. So hopefully he's gonna enjoy it again this weekend. And then if Martinelli is who you're depending on, I'm gonna say 3-0 instead, increasing it from 2-0. That's fair, bro. Again, you know what? We don't see eye to eye on certain players in it. So like when the investment comes in, I expect it to also come back and give me the for seeing it. Because it's a lot harder to see it when no one else sees it. So
one thing I'll say is that if Martinelli produces, then you deserve full credit. Like if he gets if he performs consistently and he's able to get back, or even not even just get back, surpass the levels, and he's able to continue to improve to the point where Arsenal fans are you know what, he's the guy. Then you deserve a lot of credit because you've been backing this guy a lot, and he's been coming under. He's been coming under serious scrutiny.
It's so easy, man. When everyone is on someone, to also just be on them. So I have my opinion and say, you know what, I still think there's something there. I think with Arsenal, this is also why for this game it's such a must not lose, because we're in that part of the season too. You don't want to go 7 points behind Liverpool there to beat us. But then if we're at least worst case keep it at 4 points, I still feel confident that we have so much coming down the line. Like when you're like, these players are also going to return. Saka's going to be back. Odegaard's going to be back. Marino's going to be in the team in the right midfield. So I see more potential in the team. But right now it's dark times. So it's kind of like living in the future and living in the moment too, where I've seen, obviously we're not City, but I've seen other teams too at the start of the season start slowly. You have players missing. Then you hit January, you can hit form. So that's kind of what I'm thinking too for Arsenal. But I love his hope, man. But right now, this is definitely going to be a game that can really break that hope very quickly. So they're there to deal with us. Then going 7 points behind, it starts to look like it's going to be a mountain that I don't know if we'll be able to climb, unless Liverpool just collapse in the second half of the season. So, but bro, I think that's kind of like my kind of main kind of thoughts. I don't know whether you want to add anything else before we get into it.
I wanted to quickly mention as well Arteta, because he's been very bold in the
he has.
Because I saw quotes. I saw quotes, and he says, "But we have now 4 days. Believe me, come Sunday, we'll be flying." Those are big words.
Major.
Those
you know
are
what
very,
it is.
very big
you know
words.
what it is.
Like,
you know what it is.
He's really
Major. You know what it is.
Like,
management is so key from not even just the players in the pitch. I think even the fans, because he's definitely doing the clock thing too of trying to tell the fans, we need you on the day. You need to also make the atmosphere. It's like you can't just on the last side. We need you too. So, and I think it's motivating, man. It's definitely giving me more confidence than I had otherwise. If my manager was also just, again, when I compare him to your manager Ten Hag, and I hear what he's saying in the press conference, it's a disconnect. So I at least want my manager to at least say, you know what, this is a tough game. I think he even said it we can't make excuses. Like we have to just do what we need to do. Again, that's what I want to hear him say. Now the players in the pitch go and perform. So I'm not mad at I like the boldness. If we now don't win, I think it's still better he was bold than he was coming out just saying stupidness or trying to downplay the game now or like so. Like I think that's kind of my take. So I wasn't mad at his press conference at all still from an Arsenal fan this point of view.
I just looked at it and I was just like, that's really bold. Like, to say, trust me, believe me, come Sunday we'll be flying. That's like a real rallying message. It's a real, you know what, we're ready. Like we're not ducking, we're not hiding. Like we're ready for what's about to happen. So
and again, man. So it's gonna be a tough one, man. But we'll see what Arsenal can do, man. See what's gonna happen. Liverpool can do too. They also come, and that'll be a massive 3 points to take from the Emirates at this stage of the season in terms of their belief too. In terms of whether they can win this league, their minds are gonna switch from we're doing very well to this is our title. So let's see what happens, man. But also, actually, the last thing I thought would be interesting, just because there's so many players out on this game. We'll do the predictions. I actually wanted to quickly do like a combined 11 of like the best players that we think from both teams on the day based on who's playing. Because I think that might also kind of help in terms of the numbers of players that are getting into the team. Like even with the injuries, who's still kind of stronger? Like when you actually see it. So I thought that might be interesting. I'm gonna just share my screen quickly. We can do that before we move on to the next bit. Yeah. All right. So obviously, I think starting out, very simple. I would say, goalkeeper. I would put Raya. Like I really rate Kelleher, but I think
So just to clarify, these are the people that we believe are going to be fit for Sunday.
Yeah, fit to play from both teams. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Right back.
Trent.
Yeah.
Very simple.
Yeah. I wanted to see there was a case. I was trying to load a case in my mind, but I said,
bro, you know what I think about Trent, man.
Yeah, I said there's no
man.
case.
He starts simple.
There's no case. Then centre backs. Now this is the one now.
I
think, yeah.
Let's not be silly. Let's not be silly.
Yeah, bro.
Just the Virgil, yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Gabriel, the second one still.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to.
I think Konate has a very good shout. He has a very good shout. He's been very well. But we can put Gabriel there. Gabriel's been good this season.
Okay.
I've given
left back, bro. We don't even have a left back, so I don't even know about this one. Because Calafiori's definitely out. Timber, we're not hearing much. He hasn't played. He hasn't. I don't know.
Robertson, man.
Yeah, it has to be Robertson. It has to be Robertson.
He was just there.
Yeah, I can't see now. Robertson, okay. Then in midfield now, because their midfield has been absolutely cooking. Oh, mate, this is tough. Yeah, their midfield has been cooking. Yeah,
Gravenberch is definitely there.
Yeah, he has to be. Right now on form so far this season, he has to be.
He's definitely there.
I won't argue it. Then I think I'm even gonna put McAllister, man. I think out of their play, I think he's probably the player in the midfield that actually scares me the most in this game. Because in terms of our defensive liability, like lightness in this game, I feel like he's the kind of player that will pick those passes. And now it's a big problem. So he's very concerning. Then I'm trying to now think of who's probably been from Arsenal. Our midfield it's just been hard working. That's not even I can describe it. It's been hard working. But the Liverpool, I think other than those two, I'm not putting Szoboszlai like this. So now I'm actually thinking of who the best performing Arsenal.
What, Rice?
Right, it probably would be Rice if I had to pick someone. Like, because it's either Rice, Partey, Marino hasn't been great. Yeah, I'm gonna put Rice in there. We'll play Gravenberch in there. He can be an 8. Defensive 8. And then attacking wise, I guess on the right, gonna just put Salah.
Very simple.
Guaranteed. And even if Saka was fit,
very simple.
Probably down to put Salah. And then left wing. Are you gonna make a case for Diaz? I'm gonna put Martinelli. I don't know if you want to make a case for Diaz.
I'll make a case for Diaz, bro. I will put Diaz
because he started off really well, but he hasn't played the last couple of games either. I think
I hear that, bro. But if you're looking at Diaz's season and Martinelli's season, bro, I'm putting Diaz.
I hear him. I don't know if that's recently the hype of how good he was in those first 2-3 games,
bro.
I don't know what he's done since the last couple.
Bro, I'm not even trying to get onto Martinelli, bro. But this season,
but you think
what has really Martinelli got, bro? Yeah, bro. Like obviously we spoke about him coming off the bench, and he's had some good cameos and stuff. But come on, man, Diaz, bro. Diaz, bro. I know he's your boy. I know this is hard for you.
No,
it's
very
Martinelli's
hard,
your boy.
It's what's up. Why is it not coming up? And then up front, I'm gonna put Havertz in there because Jota's out and it's Havertz versus Nunez.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know if you're gonna make a case for Nunez.
Okay, no.
I think Havertz definitely better.
Havertz, that's cool. I'm cool with Havertz.
Yeah. So now looking at this team now, now we're saying. What bro? I told you this. I wanted to do this. Oh, cheeky chapel, bro. It's calm, man. It's calm. It's calm.
Hey, bro. Just think about it this way, bro. Like again, you've been consistent. You've been backing your boy. If Martinelli does what he needs to do on Sunday, this makes you look great, bro.
It's
Just
true,
think about
man.
it like
It's
that,
true.
man.
It's true. You
Hey,
know what?
man,
You're
so
right.
I respect it. I respect
right.
it, bro. I
You're right,
respect
bro.
it,
Because,
man.
bro,
Yeah, I respect it. You're investing your stocks, so
nah, man.
yeah,
I am,
support
man.
him. So yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
hear
get
it.
more people
Like,
to buy into. So I don't know if
yeah,
I want to
man,
exit.
I
make sure
respect
that
it, bro.
it's up.
I respect it.
But
But yeah,
nah.
this season though, yeah, I say Diaz has been better than
It's
Martinelli.
okay. Yeah, no, that one. I'm not. I think probably recently, I think Martinelli's been better, but I think Diaz had a much better start. So I think that's why in my mind, I don't think Diaz has been great recently.
I think overall though, like when you're just
Mm.
like accumulating all the games, I still think
he's hit higher highs, I'll say.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, I won't argue that one too much. But yeah, so now looking at this, we get 3 players in right now. So yeah, man. That's why it's an interesting one whether our Liverpool favorites and are they not. So yeah. So I wanted to just kind of see that visually. I kind of thought that would be the case, but yeah, seeing it, yeah, man. We're gonna need to
you got 4 players, bro. 4 players.
4. Who's the 4th? Sorry. Oh, Gabriel. Okay, cool.
Ryan, Gabriel, Rice, and Havertz.
Right. All right, cool. Yeah, so 4. Yeah. So yeah, man. It's gonna be a very, very tough game this weekend, man. Then we want to get into predictions now before we talk about the other fixtures.
Bro, I'm saying because damn. I was gonna say I wanted you to predict this one first, but then I said, you know what? I said you're hosting, to be fair, so you have the right to delegate.
Yes.
So if you want me to go first,
yes,
then,
I do. I do, please.
Okay, cool.
Damn,
this is difficult, man. This is difficult.
It's a tough one, man.
It's difficult. I am thinking draw. I just don't. It's hard, man, because I don't know what. I don't know
what's in them. I don't know what pair.
Yeah, like I don't know who's available. I don't know.
I don't know who's gonna play. There's so many questions.
Yeah, man. Like these aren't minor players we're talking about. We're talking about is Saka gonna play or not?
Yeah,
bro? You know what difference?
Not playing.
Yeah, do you know what difference Saka makes if he's playing or not playing?
Like,
these.
Yeah,
damn.
It's massive, man.
Because I just don't have enough confirmation on all of these things. I'm going draw. I'm just gonna I'm gonna say draw. So let me say
okay.
Let me say what scoreline do I want to go with? I'm thinking let me say 1-1.
You're gonna go 1-1. Okay.
Yeah, let me say 1-1.
Okay, yeah, that's a very good scoreline, man. That's a very, very good. Yeah. I knew this one was gonna be it's like a pivot. It's those pivot games. Where it's like there's one team edge it, is it a draw, the other team edge it. But it's so tough, man. You go 1-1 also. Because I thought you were gonna go for Liverpool win, to be honest.
There's too many question marks with Arsenal. Like, I don't know.
But I thought that would help. Doesn't that help Liverpool?
But I think Saka might play. Like, and that changes things. Like, so yeah. I feel like if you told me Saka wasn't playing, then I think I would have edged Liverpool. But I think he might. So yeah. Okay. And you're at home. I think that's the big thing as well. You're at home. If you're at Anfield, if it was Anfield, I'm going Liverpool. Yeah, I'm going Liverpool. I'm going Liverpool. If this was at Anfield, Liverpool. But because it's at the Emirates, and I think you've had a bad result against Bournemouth. I think the Champions League game, like, it wasn't the most convincing, like, as regards to how you played. I saw a lot of criticism from your fans. So I think that there's gonna be like a real, like, I think Arteta's gonna really call for a response. He's gonna really try and rise these players up and say, you know how important this is. So I think it's going to be a very difficult game. But then obviously Liverpool have been really, really good. So yeah, I'm saying 1-1. That's what I'm gonna go with.
No, that's a good scoreline, man. And you're right about the questions. Like, because like I say, I think I would go for Arsenal narrow win if I knew Saka was definitely playing. But because I don't know if he's playing, then I more definitely lean towards a draw. So I think I'm actually gonna. What am I doing here, man? Am I gonna? You know what? I think I'm gonna go for a 2-1 Arsenal win, and I think that's heavy reliant on Saka play. And you know what? What made me go over the line there, bro? Is I remember last week with United versus Brentford. You went for 2-1 United. I said,
Oh, because I was just
bro,
like,
that
I got to
actually
support
was
my
such a
team.
yeah, and that
No,
helped you. You support your team helped you. So I'm hoping it helps me in this game
I
too.
hear
So
you.
we do need a win, man. So yeah,
That's fair
I'm
enough.
gonna go 2-1. I was thinking maybe like I was gonna go 1-1, but since you went 1-1, I was thinking then maybe 2-2. But I'm gonna go 2-1. That's how I'm a full on the 2-1. So yeah, so it's gonna be a tough game, man. So yeah, let us know your predictions in the comments below too on this game, because yeah, I want to see what other people are saying, because yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. But bro, moving on as always from one 2 up front team to the other 2 up front team. This game, I don't even know how to describe it because I don't know what to expect. I like we said in the last stream, that West Ham are probably the most disappointing. One of the most disappointing teams this season. And United, I know from the listening to United fans, they've also been disappointed in what United have produced. So it's just 2 disappointments going against each other, and who's going to disappoint who? That's what we need to find out in this game, innit? So I don't know what your thoughts are. I don't know if you also saw very quickly. I don't have the comments in front of me, bro. But what Ten Hag said about the Spurs game, I don't know if you saw his comments on it. Like I heard it briefly, bro. I heard it briefly, yeah. And I said this can't be real. That's why I even want to fact check it right now. I said,
bro, anything could be real with that guy.
I said, man, this guy, he didn't say this. He actually didn't say this, bro. I'm literally, yeah, bro. Okay, so he did. He said, just the headline of the video is, I totally ignored the Tottenham defeat. And he said, and what he said the reason was is because the red card later got rescinded for Bruno, is why he totally ignores the Tottenham loss.
Bro,
I said, Tottenham, this guy is crazy.
That whole first half,
this guy is crazy.
We're getting moved to,
bro.
Like,
I said, this guy
crazy,
is wild.
Bro.
This guy's wild.
That was a disaster class, bro. Regardless, that's why I think loads of United fans, we didn't even complain about the red card and say, because I think we were that bad. Yeah. We were that bad where we were like, you know what? Whether it was a red card or whether it wasn't a red card, we were horrible. So we don't think we're winning that regardless. So it was one of them ones where it was just like, it was so bad that, yeah, man, like we weren't even trying to use the red card as an excuse. So
he's chosen to deny and ignore. He just said, I'm gonna deny and ignore. That's what he said, bro. That's why I said that, yeah, managers sometimes they're messaging what they say, it can just drain you, man. That was a United fan, that would just drain me. Like at least accept that we were bad, and then we can then try and be better. But then it's when you when we're bad, that you don't accept we're bad, that I don't know what to believe anymore. So clearly there's no standard. Bro, I saw him happy about the Fenerbahce results.
Bro. Okay, now, bro.
This
is what I want to talk about now, bro. Can you now give me? Have I got the floor?
I went off. Have I
got the floor?
Please,
cool.
Have the floor,
bro. Because I was about to say, before we talk about any West Ham match, bro, we need to talk about that Fenerbahce game, bro. Bro.
God, bro. I didn't actually watch this.
I see this, bro. Forget even the game first, bro. I see this guy. I see the news break. I see the news break that Mazraoui is started as number 10, bro. And what I want to firstly say is that my boy Ahmad, I'm so sorry you're going through this because you do not deserve this at all. I don't know what's gone on behind the scenes. I don't know why he's doing this. I don't know what agenda has been formulated and the reason as to why he wants to just punish you for no reason. I don't know what's going on here. But, bro, the fact that Ahmad was left on the bench and then Mazraoui is starting as the number 10. And then, bro, what made it even worse was that I think, obviously,
wait,
Anthony
so Mazraoui started in the 10, sorry. So what was the midfield? I'm so clear. Now I didn't. Bro, you know, I heard it was
Ericsson Agate, and Mazraoui in the 10, bro.
So Mazraoui was actually in the 10.
Mazraoui started in the 10, bro. So Bruno wasn't playing. Bruno didn't play because of the. He got the
his backup plan was to play Mazraoui there instead. Bro, okay, so did it work? Did it at least work? Please.
Nah, bro.
They didn't.
Bro. You know what? I'm not even gonna get onto Mazraoui, bro, because he's a fullback, bro. Like, what's going on here, man? Like, what's going on? It's so funny as well because a lot of people even see Ahmad's best position as a 10. Like, a lot of United fans have even been calling for Ahmad to play the 10 instead of Bruno. And yeah, this would have been a great opportunity for him to put him there. And obviously, a lot of the competition on the flanks has been between Garnacho, Rashford, and Ahmad, and this was a chance where you can actually play all of them, and you can actually see, oh, you know what, like, can Ahmad function in the 10? Like, you could experiment, like you can have the goal, but you've got someone who's naturally an attacker, and you leave him on the bench, and then you play your fullback there. Like, bro.
Yeah, but I'll be really surprised though, man. We said that this guy's identification of players and their best positions is so bad.
Bro.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
And then I think he was talking about Anthony, and he was talking about like, oh, I think they must have asked about Ahmad, or like the conversation got brought up, and he was talking about how Anthony's performing very well in training, and he was using that as an excuse as regards to why Ahmad wasn't playing. But bro, you started Mazraoui in the 10. What's that? What has Anthony playing well in training got to do with you starting Mazraoui in the 10? Can we be focused here? Can we be focused?
Yeah, this
is what annoys me, bro. This is what annoys me, bro. Fam. Like, he says things,
there's no correlation.
And then I'm looking, I'm like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, bro? You're talking about Anthony doing well in training, bro. You started a fullback in the 10, bro. What has that got to do with Anthony? It's got nothing to do with Anthony, bro.
No, basically, wait, no. So what you're saying is that Diallo definitely wasn't playing because Anthony was moving to him in training.
Bro,
that's what I mean.
Fam, like, what's he talking about? Like, I saw it and I was like, huh? I was like, huh? So what are you saying that? You know what? Mazraoui was just starting in the 10 regardless. Like, so Ahmad and Anthony, they need to fight it out as regards to who's gonna come on first or what. Like, what's your angle?
How was that your first choice to go?
What's your
angle, you guys, you guys don't even have fullbacks. So who was playing fullback? So you don't even have fullbacks, and he moved one of his only fullbacks.
Bro. You see, when I saw this, I saw it, and I'm even trying to find like some more of the quotes, because some of the stuff this guy was saying, bro, I actually couldn't believe it. Like, I genuinely couldn't believe it, bro. Like, but just generally that whole game. Very quickly, with the game, like, I'll just quickly go over it. But it was actually a good goal we scored. Eriksen's goal, like, it was actually some nice work there. But Fenerbahce, man, like, they had chances. They were really like, putting us under pressure. Onana made a great save. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of the a great double save, like world-class double save. Like, and that's someone I'll give credit to this season. He's performed very well. I have to give him his credit. This season he's performed.
Bro, you know what? It's that whole no news is good news. When we haven't spoken about him, he says he's been doing his job.
He's performed very well. He's actually performed very well. Like, I think sometimes just like his distribution can be a little bit frustrating, just because, you know, obviously that was one of the main things that was praised about him when we were buying him. And obviously we know there's wider things to do with the team and the setup and the system. But sometimes that can be frustrating, and sometimes just the pace as to which he plays. And I understand that, you know, sometimes goalkeepers, they're instructed by the manager to slow things down, so that could be a thing. But overall, Onana, very good. And 2 double saves. I mean, he got the double save. Like, he played very well. Obviously, Fenerbahce get the goal. And man, bro, like, overall, again, it's just not good enough from United. Like, it's not good enough. And we're currently, like, in this Europa League, is 3 draws out of 3. 3 draws in 3 games, bro. Like,
I think you got like 21st or something.
Bro, something like that. Like, I think it's 21st.
Is it 21st or 25th?
I think it's. Let me.
I know check. It's 20 something, boy. Which is wild. And the fact that I told you, but that's what would get me. It's the fact that he comes out and there's no like acknowledgement. Like, you know what? This wasn't good enough. 21st. Like, there's no, because even his comments after that talking about tough hostile environment. I said it's Fenerbahce, but where are the Turkish league relative to where would you place the Turkish league in terms of the best leagues in the world, bro?
Bro,
like, then where would you place them? That's Fenerbahce talking about top away game, hostile environment. Bro. Like,
you know what it is? You know what it is as well, Like, I'll give respect to like Fenerbahce, and you know, like, you can going away to those teams, like like in Europe, like, it can be difficult, it can be hostile, etc. But like, put that to a side, I think Ten Hag is a master at not taking accountability for the things that are going wrong with us. Like, forget about the opposition, forget about them. We can identify several things that you've done incorrectly. Like, so forget about them. Like, it starts with you. It starts with you. It starts with your own team. So it's like, it's one thing saying, oh, you know what? The opposition, they're so good. They scored 6 goals. And then you're looking at your team and you're just like, oh yeah, they scored 6 goals, but look at our defending. Like, do you get me? Like, yeah, like you can face City and you can say, oh, well, Haaland is Haaland. He's a generational finisher. And it's like, yeah, that might be true. But also, if you're defending rubbish, then you still have to take accountability. It doesn't matter that you've got a generational finisher on the other team. You're still helping him. Like, you're helping him. So I think that's the thing. Like, sometimes Ten Hag, like, he's talking, really, like, so? Nah, bro. But yeah, man. So, and very quickly, Wendy, Spurs are second. Spurs, yeah, you're doing well, man, in the Europa, and
they are, bro. That and Mikey Moore. I don't know if you saw the clip of him.
Bro. We'll talk about him very quickly, but bro.
We'll get into it. But what's it called? But yeah, no. So yeah, bro. So I guess kind of bringing it back to this one too. So we bring circle back. I'm sure West Ham fans will be able to. I don't know how they're feeling. I know they're not enjoying it right now. Under the protect you right now because they've also been very, very stinky. So that's why this is actually a game that I genuinely.
Kudus is injured as well. I mean, not injured, suspended because of the red card. Sorry, suspended. So,
I feel like the Arsenal-Liverpool game was tough to call, but this is tough to call for even different reasons. I genuinely don't know how this game can go. Like, bro, I genuinely don't know. So I don't know what you want to get to prediction. You want to analyze it all.
Oh, bro. Oh man. What I will say is that starting lineup wise, again, I think obviously Bruno should come back in.
Okay.
I think he's gonna start Højlund again. Obviously, he started Xerxes. He started Xerxes in the Europa League. I'm assuming he's gonna start Højlund again. And then obviously we've got the Rashford playing on the right. Oh, and Rashford. Oh,
he's been
Rashford on the. I need to give him credit as well because
what I've seen
Rashford on the right, and I've always said this. I think we spoke about this before, bro. Where I was just like, I understand preferring to play on one position and preferring to play on the left so you can cut in and you can have a higher chance of scoring because you're on your stronger foot, etc. And obviously the game has just moved on where there's a lot of inside forwards, and because of that, then like you want to play on the side where you can cut in onto your stronger foot. But I always said it, I was just like, bro, for me, I just don't understand how someone can just be just so ineffective, just generally. I'm not talking about Rashford here. I'm just talking generally with wingers where it's just like, I can only play on this side. Like, that's it. If I play on the other side, I can't do anything. And I'm just like, what? Bro, and I think Rashford, he's been playing on the right and he's been, and Garnacho's been playing on the left. But yeah, the games Rashford's been playing on the right, bro, he's been doing very well, man. Like, very well. Like, some of these deliveries, like even the dribbling, looking more like Rashford. Even the game against Fenerbahce, like there was a really good dribble where he cut into one to his left, and it was so close, like just narrowly past the post. But yeah, Rashford, he's looking much better. Like, I just hope he continues to improve. Like, he's all around. The good thing I really like about Rashford currently is that he is facilitating as well. Like, some of his crosses have been really good. Obviously, we spoke about the Garnacho goal against Brentford last week. That cross for the goal was brilliant. And I think, Rashford's looking much better. But yeah, starting lineup wise, I expect, I'm thinking Rashford, Garnacho, Højlund. I'm thinking Bruno in the 10. Then, obviously, you've got Ugarte there. You've got Eriksen.
What did you think about his performance against?
You know what? Ugarte did some really good things. Like, I think in the first half there was a block which was brilliant.
Off the line.
Absolutely. Like he blocked. He stopped the goal. He stopped the goal. Like just when like it basically would have been a goal. And he was able to like block it. Like, it was a really good block. Like, he came back and he recovered, and he helped bail us out. And then I think even for the goal we scored, he won the ball back. And he done some really good things. Obviously, there's still bits of his game which really needs to improve. And
I
we
think
spoke
I saw the
about
part where he like received the pass and then he was meant to pass it on and the player came and then he kicked him. It was just like there was slow moments where it's like that's the thing when people say you're not great on the ball. Those are the moments like where it's just like actually just laying it off quickly without having to think about it.
So but yeah, like he done some really good things. I think obviously there's elements of his game that still drastically need to improve, and obviously our overall midfield our structure is still problematic. But
what was it? So what Fenerbahce like regularly breaking on you in terms of the game? Like, was it again the basketballification of football? How would you describe how you've been playing recently?
I think so. I think Ten Hag, since obviously the really bad result at Spurs, and then obviously we had the Porto result, I think he has tried to be a bit more resolute. Obviously, we saw what happened at Villa, and he was just like, you know what, I'm just trying to keep things locked. And then the Brentford game, the first half, Brentford were in it. Like, we weren't the greatest. Second half, United were much better. And I think with this game, like, he was conceding possession in phases. Like, it wasn't so much like frantically like end to end. But obviously United were looking to try and hit them on the transition, and also there was moments where United were also vulnerable. So bro, I think it's one of them ones where, like, normally when, and this is what I was speaking about with like Spurs, where it's like, or even let me not even say Spurs. Let me even talk about Liverpool and Slot. And you know how we're talking about like Liverpool under Klopp, like brilliant team, like they've done wonderfully. They won, like not taking anything away from them in that regard. But obviously, like sometimes they were vulnerable because of how they played. And I think Slot's come and he's tried to calm things down a bit, and he's made things a bit more stable. But obviously, there's still like the attacking patterns that they've established over the years, like a lot of the same things that made them really good, they're still there. I think with Ten Hag, what's happened is that Ten Hag has tried to calm things down and make things more settled, but it's like, well, that's it, because we don't have the other bit. Like, Liverpool have the other bit where it's just like Slot can come in and say, let me try and calm things down, and they're gonna play really good football, and they've got a structure, and they've got Ten Hag just said, I'm trying to not get sacked, so let's just try drop back a bit. That's it. And I'm hoping some of you, man, Rashford.
Oh, Rashford,
I hope you can do something for me. Do you get me? Hoyland, I hope you can do something for me. Garnacho, I hope you can do. Bruno, I hope you can do something for me.
You guys have so many. I hope you can do something. Give me a moment, please.
Bro,
give me a moment,
bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say love. Yeah, before I was gonna give you a chance to see.
I'm mad until it's backwards, bro. I don't know what is going on in that dressing room. I don't know what they've done to my boy, but I'm mad. I want you to know that I do not condone this. Mazraoui should never be starting in the number 10 position ahead of you. I don't know what he's doing. I believe in you. I even think, Ahmad, I think you just need to be a bit more confident and arrogant. I think a lot of United fans say this, that Ahmad needs Garnacho's arrogance. That's what Ahmad needs. He needs Garnacho's arrogance. That's what Ahmad needs. He just needs to believe in himself a bit more. But yeah, how Ten Hag is treating my boy, I don't stand for it. Unacceptable. I'll make that very clear, man. Free Ahmad till he's backwards, man. Free him up.
Hey, man. So you heard it here first, Adam, man. That's how he really feels. So yeah, I don't blame you, man. It don't make sense. It don't make. He's just a bad manager. So yeah, bro. Let's quickly predictions for this game before we move on to the other ones. Because I'll go first on this one, even though I didn't want to. Because again, I genuinely don't know. You don't know what's gonna happen in this. Genuinely don't know. So I think I'm gonna go for a. I'm going for a 1-1. Okay, again, I'm just going for a draw again, man. But I don't know, man. United are scary. After that 2-1 Brentford, I'm now scarred. Bro, that result scarred me, because I think I saw Brentford 2. I was like, yeah, Brentford, please put the ball in the back of the net. They were just trolling. So you can't rely on these teams, man. So even West Ham, I'm going to be there saying, please. Oh, please.
Can you do something?
Bro, please. Oh, my days, man. But I think, nah, man. Nah. I know what this is. I can't go for Joe. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham. Don't make
2-1
it's not
West Ham.
logical. I'm gonna go 2-1 West Ham, man.
I hear
feel
you.
like this guy, he's been getting away with murder recently. I don't know how he's been able to scrape his way through. That even now, I'm even thinking they're more likely to draw the Leeds. So he's actually converted me now. So. Playing team United. Ade, now you're making me rethink.
Ade, don't help him.
Now you're making me. Ade, you know what?
Don't help him.
You saved me. You know what? Because they're going to be idiots, I'm going to go for 1-1. I still can't give United the win. Because by the time I'm going to be idiots, I'm going to go 1-1 for both teams to just leave. Leave unhappy. Because, but United can very easily win this. So, yeah, bro. What's your prediction,
bro?
For this game?
I think 1-1's a very good shout, man. Like,
really?
Again, I'm looking at this and I'm just thinking, bro. Like I said, it's so difficult. I'm looking at United and I'm thinking, whenever you think United are even gaining a bit of momentum, then it just drops back down. Like, do you get me? Like, obviously, you had the Brentford result. You go 1-0 up in Europe against Fenerbahce, and you're thinking, oh, you know what? Things are going, and then, you draw that game, and then I can see like United dropping points here again, and then but then West Ham, West Ham.
She has recent experience.
Wendy said, this is how much Wendy doesn't rate West Ham currently. Wendy said that if Tottenham don't beat West Ham, she's Ange out. That's how much she doesn't rate. That's how bad. That's how bad. That's how bad. So yeah, man. West Ham haven't been great at all, and Kudus isn't playing. Kudus isn't playing.
Yeah, Kudus
I rate Kudus highly.
But it might help them. I think we spoke about this briefly a little bit too, where that because they're forced to play Kudus, Paqueta, and Bowen. Kudus is better on the right, and that's where Bowen wants to play. So again, it probably won't help them, but because I'm guessing some of those fit. If he comes in, Bowen, I don't know what the situation will. It might actually help. One of the injuries that might even help make the manager's decision a bit easier. So that's the only factor. But Kudus is still their best player.
They're still definitely
and they're bad team.
Yeah.
It's them ones where if the system made sense, then maybe, but it's clearly not making sense. So bro. So Wendy did say that, and they are really bad. But
damn, man, this is difficult. Oh, this is difficult.
Can you think of how because United can hurt them? Like, do you
can.
not trust what's your kind of? Why aren't you more confident United can get signed here?
What's going on,
bro? But West Ham has been really bad.
Yeah, they are, bro. They have been, bro. But it's just, man. Oh, damn. I will go with a United win. I'm just thinking. It's hard for me. See, are they saying 2-0?
Yeah, Wendy said 2-0 as well.
2-0. Is that what everyone's thinking? But these are the on West Ham, you know. These are on West Ham.
I didn't know. He said they play on 0.25 XG.
These are on West Ham.
I did not find a lot to take. It's not find what he's cooking up over there. Man. Not fun. I hear it, man. They've been really bad.
You know what? Yeah. It's just United, though.
I know. I hear it.
It's so bad that we've got to this point where it's just like, for everything everyone's saying about West Ham, I'm still looking at United and saying, bro, I've seen these men cook up the stinkiest of performances, bro. Bro, that Tottenham game scarred me, bro. That Tottenham game scarred me. It was so bad. I didn't know we were bad. Yeah, bro. I knew we were bad, bro. I couldn't believe my eyes, bro. I
said that OT.
I couldn't believe what I was watching, bro. I was looking at it, bro. I was like, fam, bro. There was fans and they were like, bro. Literally, man next to me saying, bro, what's going on? Like, bro, they're all over us. We can't get out. Like, literally, they're just like, fam, man next to me is like, bro, we are so bad. Like, I knew we were bad, but we are so bad, fam. Like, fam, I know what United are capable of, but I'm gonna go United win.
Okay.
I don't think we'll keep a clean sheet. I'm a 2-1 it. 2-1 United.
I hear it. I can see that happening, man. I can definitely see that happening. So that game is difficult for all the wrong reasons. For all the wrong reasons. But moving on to the next game that we're gonna talk about. This should be another interesting one. These are the next group of fixtures I say a little bit interesting, other than obviously the big ones. But yeah, Chelsea, Newcastle, because we've spoken about this for a while now, where Newcastle, they were stealing a living those first 4 games. Because I think out of the first 4, they won 3, but we said this is not sustainable because this team, I know what I'm seeing, and they're not playing good football, even if they're picking up points. And then the last 4
the
now,
Newcastle fans were saying it.
Yeah. Everyone knew. It was, everyone knew that it's not sustainable. And then the last 4 games, they haven't won any of those 4, drawing 2, losing 2. So they're coming into this game again. Chelsea, what I will say, because I have been saying it, I wanted to see how Chelsea performed against Liverpool, and that gave me a lot more confidence to say, yeah, Chelsea are actually a good team. Like Chelsea they're actually a good team. That the Maresca's actually been able to put a solid structure there. And I'm looking at West Ham saying they're gonna find it's very, very difficult. But yeah, bro, I don't know what your kind of thoughts in this game, or I'll let you kind of kick us off with this one.
Yeah, I think, I think in the Liverpool game, I think you did see things regarding Chelsea, and you can look at them and you can see Maresca's got a plan here. Like he's got a plan here. And yeah, man, like obviously they would have probably wanted a better result. But for this game, I can't see past the Chelsea win. I think Newcastle, they've again, like things just haven't clicked for them. What I'll say is that Newcastle are a better team than what they've been showing. Like 100%. They're a better team than what they've been showing. But yeah, things haven't clicked. Obviously, Isak, like he's had the injuries, like he's come back now. But like things are just not really fluid. Like I think, it's not really clicked. But yeah, I think Chelsea at home, I think Chelsea have got this, me personally. And then it'll be interesting to see the starting lineup as well, because obviously Reece James, Lavia, and I think Maresca said that obviously he's gonna really like try and manage Reece James as regards to the games he plays and stuff. Sense. So obviously it makes sense with his injury history, and that's someone who obviously I think everyone knows how good of a player he is.
It'll be so interesting to see how he comes back.
He just needs to stay fit. So. Yeah, and then Lavia as well, someone that I think
is Enzo going to get dropped again in this game?
I think he'll bring Enzo back. But
it might be the game for Enzo, to be honest.
I think
assuming in terms of what he should be good at. Because you know what I will say though, bro, to kind of the only kind of spanner that I do kind of think in this game, that Chelsea, I agree with that. It definitely leans to Chelsea win for sure. But I feel like Newcastle also have that ability to be very stubborn. I feel like Newcastle can also try to treat this game how Nottingham Forest treated it, where it's like they're gonna come and say, you know what, break us down, and they have their threats with Isak and Gordon, who like to spread their legs. So, and you know what I think about Chelsea's defense. So I make it very clear what I think about them as a unit and how they defend them, and Sanchez is the keeper. So that's the only little spanner, but I don't know if it's a big enough spanner because Chelsea have been very impressive. So I just wanted to kind of add that.
You know what? Newcastle definitely have enough of a threat where you've got to be extremely wary of them. They've got like Gordon, obviously we've spoken about him a lot, and Isak, even though things haven't clicked, we know what he's capable of. And throughout their team also they've got other good
Harvey
players.
Barnes, he's been in really good form. I think away from home too, especially.
I'm still thinking Chelsea.
All right, bro, you kick us off with a prediction in this one. What's your scoreline here?
I am literally just stuck between 2 results. I'm either thinking 2-1 or 3-1. I'm gonna say 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 Chelsea.
3-1 Chelsea. Now I'm thinking. You know what? I'm gonna go different here. This is pure in the moment. I think I'm gonna go 2-2. I think Chelsea should win, but I'm gonna go 2-2 because I still think Newcastle have enough of a threat. And like you said, they actually have good players, and they have to wake up eventually. That's always about these players. They're always sleeping until they wake up. So I think I'm gonna go 2-2 just because I want to see how this one plays out to be a bit different.
Mm.
But
Okay.
I'm not mad at. I think Chelsea are definitely the favourites in this game in terms of logically. But I don't know why. I just have a little feeling that Newcastle can pose them quite a big
No,
threat
fair
if they
play.
approach the game the right way. Like I feel
Fair
like
play.
in terms of what they can do. And then going on to the next game, bro. This one, my question to you on this game is this is this a cut and dry win for you in terms of you're confident that this other team, which I'm going to say now, will just do the job and they're just in very good form right now and it should just be a comfortable game for them? Or do you think there could be any surprises at all? And this is Palace versus Spurs.
You know what? I think Spurs, obviously, I think things have been looking better for them as of recent. I think Palace have been really, really bad. Like when we're talking about disappointments, we speak about West Ham. Obviously, United have been horrible. But yeah, Palace have been really bad. And part of me thinks like, how long can they be this bad? Because again, they're a better team than what they've shown. So part of me thinks that, you know what, it could be a little bit more difficult than people think this game.
Okay.
Yeah, like I think
I do hear that.
Yeah, like Selhurst Park obviously is a London derby. Part of me thinks that, and obviously I think Son's gonna miss the game as well. So yeah, part of me thinks it can be a little bit more difficult than what people think. I think like Palace still have players who can hurt you, and like, I think even when looking at other teams who have gone there, like United went there, it was 0-0. I think when Liverpool went there, they won 1-0, but it wasn't big margins. So yeah, I think it might be a little bit more difficult.
No, I think I definitely agree with your analysis. Yeah, I agree. I feel like based on form, based on everything, you definitely say that you probably definitely make Spurs favorites and they should win this game. But it's just more from, I guess, from the Palace side where you look at the players like the Eze's. Mateta was so good last year. I think Nketiah is a decent player. He has a World Cup, so they do have some tools going forward. That you're like, can they actually do anything? But then you look at, like you said, just how bad they've been, their performances. Bro, man. Bro, listen, man. I wanted the fans to be in trouble so bad, but it just hasn't happened.
Ace has been waiting to play that clip.
Bro,
he's been waiting.
Bro, he's just been there. Just there. So, mate. So, but yeah, so I don't know whether is this a game that he can actually do something. But like, I'm sure he'll be motivated for it to kind of get started here. But yeah, man. Because I think again, it's just these managers too. It's like, how long do you keep doing what's not working, and when do you then kind of adapt a bit too? When do you then kind of change it up a bit? Because I'd like to even see like Palace with like maybe a three at the back, maybe Nketiah and Mateta, like just mix it up. Because what he'll play doing right now isn't working. So, we'll see what happens in this game. But yeah, in terms of predictions, I'm gonna still say that I think Spurs edge it, and I agree with you that I think it'll be tight. So I'm gonna go for 2-1 Spurs win in this game. Is my prediction.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna go for. So I think 2-1. I think Palace are gonna keep it tight. I think Spurs have ultimately got too much quality. So 2-1.
You want to talk a little bit? Say anything about Mikey Moore? I don't know if you saw any of these.
Oh yeah, man! Like promising. You know what? What I even wanted to speak about in relation to him, because obviously he performed really well, and is like, what is your? I think obviously when you look at, I don't know. I think this is even like a little good chance to speak about like Barca. So obviously in the Champions League, they've, they beat Bayern 4-1. And there's been a lot of conversations regarding a lot of their young players. And obviously we all know about Barcelona's academy, like famous academy, the way they're able to produce talent is ridiculous. Like,
it's wild, man.
It's
It
ridiculous.
saves them, man.
It consistently saves them. Like their ability to produce talent is ridiculous. Like, and even when we're talking about like obviously that great Barca team, like the amount of players who came from the academy is crazy. And yeah, like you said, currently now, like their ability to produce
Bro,
players is
imagine
really, really helping them.
a couple of years ago, we were looking at them saying, "Bro, look at what Madrid are doing. They're so far
Yeah.
behind."
Mm-hmm.
And now, manager players coming through, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
looking as spooky as it was looking.
Yeah, it's not
Sometimes when they're
looking as
pulling all these
crazy.
levers.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So now the
And
academy saved them big time.
100%. And obviously, there's been conversations regarding, like, for example, someone like a Pedri, who, like, you know, we know what type of talent he has, and we know what it is that he can do. But then there's been conversations regarding him playing too much and him getting burnt out. And obviously, we've spoken about that in relation to Kobe. And yeah, we said, oh, you know what, like he's playing so many games and etc. And we want to be careful about not burning him out. Then obviously, I think on the other side of things, you've got people like your boy Nwaneri. I think you've got obviously more at Spurs, and you've got like some of these young players who look like they're really talented, and fans are asking for, you know what, for them to be put in the spotlight, for them to be given opportunities. And obviously sometimes with managers, so even when you're talking about, for example, against Bournemouth, and then, you know, there was loads of discussions as regards to, oh, you know what, he should have started, he shouldn't have started, he should have played more, he shouldn't have played more. And I know some people have said, you know what, like you've got to be careful about that, because you now play him and then he might perform well, and then now there's an expectation placed upon him, and by like not putting him in the deep end, then like you're protecting him. But obviously some people are also like, you know what, you don't ever really know how good some of these players are if you don't play them and you don't give them a chance. Like those players which are actually that good, like it's the whole thing of like, if you're good enough, you're old enough kind of a thing. And yeah, like I think when like I was seeing the performance, and obviously, yeah, there was a lot of discussions regarding more. I think that was kind of like a wider discussion as regards to, you know what, should managers be giving players like this like a bigger chance? Because obviously we've seen, we don't want them to burn out, we don't want them to like be over relied on. But also, do you think maybe also because of like the Premier League and the pressure that comes with it, like managers are afraid of putting that amount of pressure onto young players, so they try to protect them? And yeah, like, but I was looking at him and I just thought, yeah, like looks like a really, really good player. And yeah, it just sparked the wider conversation as regards to, you know what, like we've seen what putting young players, like again, we spoke about Barca, their academy literally is, like you said, to save them. Like, should more managers be giving young players a chance?
Yeah, no, it's a very good question. I actually really enjoyed just the conversation in general, because I hear it. Again, man, it's I think it's them horses for courses things, because again, it's easier. Like I remember when we were in, like, let's say you have Europa League games, it's a lot easier to now say you want to bed players in that type of environment, or Conference League, you want to bed them. But if it's champs now and the margins are now tight, and then the same fans now that are screaming for you to play those players, if you now drop points after playing those players, are they going to be completely okay and say, you know what, yeah, I wanted to see it was worth it, like to see him kind of develop and maybe be great in some games, be bad in some games, because yeah, ultimately we don't know how well they're actually going to deal with the playing back-to-back now fixtures. Are they ready for that, basically? And that's what we don't know until they're actually given a chance. So I think ultimately, I feel like maybe it has to come to a thing where you have to also look at the manager, and you need a manager that knows how to develop young players, or who's showing that he can. And I'm someone who I think I'm quite pleased with, let's say, when I look at someone like Saka's development, where obviously, again, there's conversation with Arteta even played him in the first place. But one thing I do know is that since he's got a hand on him, he's improved and he hasn't regressed as a talent, kind of thing. So again, I look at someone like a Nwaneri, and I'm like, if Arteta looks at him, and I kind of more trust his opinion, and he's like, you're very, very good right now, but I don't know if you're Lamine Yamal to be starting at 17 right now in the Premier League. I don't know if you're that level of a talent yet. So let me bed you in a bit slower. If that's like the kind of logic, then I hear it. But I do get from the fans' point of view too, where like you're excited and you want to see it because you kind of put all the expectations that you kind of see these young players too. What probably has really hurt Kobe right now is that it's the savior complex of
man.
Like we're in a really tough place right now, and you're a really good young player. So please take us out of this.
It's not even just that, bro. I said it, bro. He came into the team last season and he was our best midfielder. He was our best midfielder. So again, and he shouldn't be. Did you get it? In an ideal world, when you're looking at like some of these great teams and you're looking at talents that have been able to come through, and you look at the other talents around them, it's the perfect place for you to bed and for you to learn.
Yeah,
again, we spoke about Foden. Foden broke into the City team, and look at the
how
players.
Foden was developed.
Yeah,
he
look
wasn't
at the
just
players.
obviously he's had a very comfortable. Probably sometimes we say maybe a bit too comfortable of a development kind of.
Look
thing.
at the players
that
even someone even if we talk about like Messi, Messi's coming into that Barca team, and there's Ronaldinho, bro. There's a whole Ronaldinho there, bro.
And I think that's another factor with young players too. Who are they looking up to in the squad? Even that's having a really talented young player. But if the rest of the squad aren't gonna help them out in that environment, then also is it in their best? I feel sorry for Kobe. It's not his fault, but he's looking around him. Remember I think it was last season in the Champions League game where I'm seeing Casemiro just coming out and just slide tackling out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, it's you and Kobe. Like, what kind of example are you giving to man if you're just leaving him by himself while you just go and move mad?
Ideally, you'll have someone there that you can learn from, that you can, gain knowledge from, etc. Even again, when you look at, for example, Real Madrid, and when they brought through Camavinga and Tchouaméni, etc. But then you're looking at that midfield, and there's Cruz and there's Modric, and look at who you're learning from. You're learning from some of the best players of all time. Look at you. You're coming through into the team, and then there's Cruz, there's Modric. Even Bellingham that came in, he was still able to learn with them, take things from them. Do you get me? So man, I think
I think you definitely need the right environment for the players to develop them, because like you said, you can very easily burn out a player that maybe could have been great, but he had a couple bad games here, and now the fans are just like, he's done. He's done. He's finished. Don't stop playing him. The same fans now that are begging you to play the guy. Be the same. But I've been there on the other end of players who you thought were going to be the guys, not end up being the guys. And now they're the same players that fans now be saying, bro, get him out. Get him out as quick as possible. It's a cycle, innit? Only some of these guys are really going to be, firstly, that level of talent where in the Prem now they can actually play a key part in your team. Some of them, we've kind of seen this summer with maybe the Reece Nelson and Nketiah, you might have to sell them on. So maybe they then maybe try to become their own kind of men in other teams. But for you, they were never going to be that guy, because there was a cap to the level of talent that they were. And you never know until you give them more games. So again, man, I think it's all about environments as well. I think it's a key part. And I think ultimately you want to believe that you have a manager that is at least being logical with his decisions or whether he chooses to play them or not play them. You don't want an idiot who's now going to just mess up his development, and now because he's desperate, you're just throwing him in anyhow, and now you just let the guy just kind of crumble. Lamine now is how Flick now to really also guide him. Clearly a very good manager too, helped him to also just kick on, giving him what he needs to continue performing with all the expectations on him right now. But I don't want to say, but if Ten Hag had Lamine Yamal, are we confident that he wouldn't sign? How wouldn't we looking at him saying, what's going on? So I think that's a massive part in what happens too with the players. He's the right.
That guy's so cold, by the way.
He's an absolute man. Absolutely. Bro, even Rafinha, bro, you have to give him credit, bro.
Yeah,
give that guy credit, man. He's really woken up after people were trying to get rid of him in the summer.
Yeah, bro. He said that he felt disrespected when people are out here having Barca shirts with the number 11. He said, bro, he took it very disrespectfully. He said, what's going on here? I'm not here. Are you not okay? And then you're seeing how he's performing. So shout out him. But I think
it's an interesting one.
Just to round it off, I think what you're saying as regards to, I think there's certain talents where you're so talented that if you're so talented and you've got the right attitude, I think regardless of environment, I think you'll find a way. But because
I look at someone who I was thinking, bro, I was talking about I was speaking to someone recently about was Rooney at 16. Coming in, where again you just see they saw him and said that's a real man. That guy ready to play football.
Everton,
he was bulky, he was ready. He was built for it.
He's just out here. Yeah, like I think there's certain talents that, like, regardless, like if they got the right mentality and the right talent, they'll find a way. But also that doesn't mean that their development can't be like affected by the circumstances that they're having to be put in. And also we're talking about it just from like we can talk about it from like we can talk about, there's certain talents, for example, who they progressed, like how you're saying, but their careers were shortened. So that's another thing. So it's like, you don't want that to happen where, you know what, they're coming through.
Looking at the Walcotts,
very
Rooney's,
well.
by late 20s, they're done.
You know what is, even with someone like a Rooney's not even like that bad because of how young he started. Like, so like, you know, normal players, like when they're starting to get to that level, like it's later. So them also, like, everything moves along. So you're expecting them to now like into their 30s. Whereas because Rooney started so young, like if you actually do the numbers, then it's actually not bad as regards to longevity. But there's certain players where I think they've started young and then like just the amount of games that they've had to play, then it's made them have injury problems and etc. And like I think I've seen a lot of people talk about Michael Owen, for example, and like how he burst on the scene and like how great he was, and obviously he won the Ballon d'Or and he was doing fantastic things for Liverpool, but like his career was affected severely by injuries, and people have made the case that, you know what, like things caught up with him, and like if maybe he was looked after in a better way, and like his program was managed in a better way, then he would have been able to sustain things longer. So I think these are the type of conversations. There's so many things that go into it when you're talking about young players and protecting them and etc. But I think it's funny because there's the thin line of like, you know what, protecting a young player, but also saying, you know what, this he's the guy. Like, do you get me? Like someone like Yamal, like you looked at him and it was just like, bro, fam, their national team, the whole Spain, they said, bro, forget all of that one, bro. You are starting. You're the guy, bro. You're the guy. We don't care you're 16. Do you get me? Fam, imagine the 16, bro. Imagine surrounded by Rodri,
Spanish right winger.
Yeah, bro. Like
Rodri, boy,
like all these established, these established players, fam. A 16-year-old, and man's looking at him and said, nah, that 60-year-old, he's the guy, bro. Like, do you get me? And I think, you got certain people like that where it's like the level of talent is just it's ridiculous. Obvious. But still, because of things like injuries and stuff, because even sometimes, and this is the last thing I'll say in this, bro. You know, Messi and Ronaldo. I think one of the most underrated. I
have to have one more question before you move on.
Okay, bro. Yeah. But I think with Messi and Ronaldo, one of the most underrated things regarding both of their games, like a lot of people talk about their attributes, the amount of goals they've scored. Obviously Messi's dribbling, Ronaldo and his heading, and you know, his shot power and their free kicks and all of these brilliant things, and how, you know, these are two of the greatest players of all time. But I think one differentiating factor with Messi and Ronaldo and a lot of other great players is their ability to stay fit. Like, they're freaks, bro. The fact that they were playing at that level, especially Messi, because Messi's play style, it invites you getting kicked. Like, he's getting kicked all the time, bro. Like, he's getting kicked and kicked and kicked and kicked. Like, and a lot of people spoke about like Hazard, and because of his play style, like that affected him regarding injuries. And the fact that Messi plays like how Messi plays, and he's getting kicked so much, and he was able to, for the majority of his career, pretty much stay fit, is ridiculous. Like, and same with Ronaldo as regards to him staying fit. And obviously we know how much he looks after himself and how much he invests in, you know, making sure that his body's right. But like being able to just stay fit for that long and play at that high of a level is incredible. What did they say? Availability is the best ability. And I think that is something that's often dismissed when we're talking about a lot of players. So
bro. It's very, very true, man. You see players too that maybe the trajectory of even a talent and then injury, and it can end very quickly, man. That's the reality of elite sports. Happens in all sports. So bro. Our last question before we move on from this one is: where do you stand, or do you have any thoughts on the debate that Mbappe was better as a teenager captain he is now.
Yeah, I hear it still. I hear it. I hear it as because I won't just say teenager. I would say like early Mbappe. Like you look at like just early Mbappe. I won't necessarily just say teenager, but if you look at the Monaco years, and then if you look at early PSG, so it's like, bro, this guy, his trajectory was looking silly, and obviously Mbappe is still Mbappe, but I think play style wise, things have started to change a little bit. Like they have started to change a little bit because this guy was like, he was dramatically entertaining, like when you're looking at him, and he's still got obviously the speed, he's still really quick, all of these different things. But yeah, like I remember that Monaco team and what he was doing in the Champions League, bro. It was ridiculous, fam. Like it was ridiculous. And then obviously they won the league, then he goes to PSG, and then we know what happened at the World Cup in 2018, like that tournament. A lot of people talk about the 2022 World Cup, and rightly so, because he was great in that tournament. But that 2018 World Cup, Mbappe was turning it up. I remember against Argentina where he just got the ball and he was just off. Like, bro, he was causing them like hell, bro. Like it was absolute nightmares against him. Like Mbappe was a joke. And I think currently now, yeah, like when it comes to like beating players, when it comes to the entertainment, and it just seems that things have just become a bit more like goal centric. Like I remember even PSG like in the Champions League last season, and I remember, I think was it Barca? I think it was Barca they were facing, and I remember he scored, but like just a lot of people were just saying, you know what, like we expecting more. Like, yeah, like we just expected to see more. And I think when you're looking at Vinny, for example, I think you're looking at Vinicius, and he's someone where it's like, yeah, you know, things are still, you're looking at him and he's, you know, he's just gonna try something.
Yeah,
like, do you get me? He
sends someone else to Brazil,
bro,
though.
Bro,
the same guy.
So, and you know what it is? A lot of the time, bro, when people talk about Vinny and Mbappe, I think that's the interesting thing, because Mbappe's international legacy, he can retire today, and bro, it's sorted. Like, I think he's just improving it as it goes on, bro. But what he's done internationally, like, he's sorted, bro. Like, do you get me? As a teenager, he was young player of the tournament at the World Cup. He scored in a World Cup final 2018, was brilliant. Then 4 years later, another World Cup, top scorer, hat-trick in the World Cup final. Like, yeah, what he's done internationally is great. Vinny for Brazil, oh my days, bro. I don't know what happens. I honestly don't know what happens.
Like Space Jam.
Because, bro, it's crazy, bro. Because for Real Madrid, when it's the big moment, he always steps up, bro. Like, he scored in both Champions League finals that they've won. Like, he always delivers. Like, in the knockout stages, he's there. Like, he's so reliable. So I don't know what happens when it comes to Brazil, because I think Brazil as well, obviously with the Neymar injuries and stuff like that, like they're really looking at him like, bro, like, come on. Like, do you get me? And I always say that as well, because obviously Neymar wasn't able to get a World Cup for Brazil. And obviously his international career is not over. So yeah, like we can still see what happens. But yeah, he wasn't able to get a World Cup for Brazil. But Neymar for Brazil, I always say it, bro. I'm not trying to hear the blame for Brazil not getting over the line.
They put too much in him,
bro.
Man.
Not even just that,
one man can do.
No, fam. I see, bro. He was doing his best, bro.
There's only so much one man can do, bro.
Even remember when in 2014, when they lost 7-1 to Germany in the semi-final, he didn't play, bro. He was injured, bro. He weren't even involved. He weren't involved in that, bro. Then I remember even against Croatia, bro, when everyone was thinking that it could be an Argentina, Brazil semi-final. Hopefully you're looking at it like, oh, this is gonna be crazy. And I remember Neymar scoring that brilliant goal. And these lot still find a way not to get over. And I'm like, nah, man, you can't blame Neymar for this, bro. It's not his fault, fam. If you look at his numbers for Brazil, what he's done for his country is incredible. But unfortunately, yeah, that sometimes is out of your hands. But yeah, Vinny for Brazil, he needs to step up. Like, I think, yeah, that's the thing. But going back to Mbappe, Mbappe definitely, like, from what I've watched, he is not as entertaining as he was like a few years ago.
Yeah.
And he's not as exciting.
I guess to answer this question, on Block Stranger asked him, how has his play style changed? Like, does he not dribble as much?
Yeah, he doesn't dribble as much. He's not as entertaining. Like, he doesn't try because with Vinny, sometimes Vinny's gonna try things and they're not always necessarily gonna come off. But one thing about Vinny, he's one of the most relentless players in the world, bro. He's gonna go again and again and again and again and again. Like, do you get me? He's relentless. It's funny because you know how we talk about Garnacho and he's got so much endeavor and he's relentless. Vinny's like that, but he's just way better than him. Like, he's just Vinny's world class and Garnacho is just not.
He's trying his best.
He's just not. Yeah, Garnacho's just trying his best. Do you get me? But Vinny's world class. So because Vinny's world class, he's gonna try things, and sometimes they might not come off. But when it does come off, then it's nasty. Do you get me? And it's gonna come off at a consistent enough basis where it's fine. Like, do you get me? So it's like, and Vinny's gonna entertain. He's gonna do his thing. And currently, also, what I will say with Mbappe, I think what's currently harming him as well is this whole position thing.
But we all said it before he went to Madrid, like, we all like
position. Because you know what? This season, stats wise, it's not been bad, bro. Like, he's been scoring. Like, it's not been bad. His stats aren't bad. But again, I think it's just looking at it and it's just like, like, you're not the one entertaining. You're not the one, like, doing the things which are making the fans go, whoa, like, do you get me? And I don't want to disrespect Mbappe because it's not like he's doing nothing. I'm not saying that.
But I think early in his
I think what it is that people are comparing him to himself, because I think people are looking at him, especially with what he did at the World Cup, what he did with Monaco, what he was doing early at PSG. I think people are looking at him and thinking,
we were saying when Messi Ronaldo retire, this is the next best player in the world.
Like, you're looking at it like, decade. Like, we're looking at it like, bruh, this is looking absolutely insane.
He's gonna take the crown.
Yeah, this is looking insane. Like, it's not even, if people are thinking, it's not even gonna be a conversation. Like, do you get me? Like, it's not even gonna be a conversation. It's gonna be Mbappe and a gap, and then everybody else. I think that's what people were expecting.
Mbappe, then maybe Haaland, just because of play style.
You get the goals for the play style. I've always said it. Haaland, generational finisher. He's great, etc. But like, again, when they were getting, and to be fair, I think at City, Haaland is more like, there is more to his game on show. No, what I mean is that there's more to. What I mean is that Haaland previously, like, if you looked at Haaland at Dortmund, there's much more to his game than I think, as regards to, like, not just being an in the box finisher. Like, I think Haaland, especially like in the transition, like, I think you saw it much more when he was at Dortmund and not as much as City. But I think because of how they play, like, you looked at Mbappe and you looked at Haaland, and it's like, with me, I'm always looking at Mbappe and saying, bro, like, Haaland can score as much as he wants.
But I feel like Mbappe was always like, though, he was a Messi pick in the next
like, you're looking at him, you're looking at him.
Haaland only ever try and be the Ronaldo pick to maximize the goals. He's only be in the conversation,
and the problem is as well is that, bro, Ronaldo did that later on in his career, bro. For a good chunk of his career, Ronaldo was tearing people apart, bro. He was. If you want to talk about entertaining, people forget. I can never forget because I'm a United fan and I remember everything, bro. This guy was. He came to the Premier League. Bro, when he came to the Premier League, he was a young teenager. He developed. And then when he got to that world-class level, bro, it was a joke. Bro, it was this Ronaldo that people remember later on, the one that's like hanging around in the penalty area.
I think every free kick.
Yeah, they're treating him like he's one goal poacher that can't do anything else. That's how they want to talk about him, bro. You're not gonna disrespect Ronaldo like this, bro, because I remember. So the revisionism is disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting, bro, because I've seen at United, I remember what this guy was doing to defenders. And even when he first went to Madrid, like, bro, nasty, bro. He was ripping defenders apart. Like, it was nasty. So people can't hit Ronaldo with the entertainment tax. No way. Like, no way at all.
No,
Ronaldo was extremely entertaining. It was later on where he adapted his game and he became more of just like a pure finisher. But Ronaldo was extremely entertaining. And with me, Haaland, for as great as he is, and I'll always give him his respect as regards to being a goal scorer, because he's a sensational goal scorer, generational goal scorer, in fact. But like, as regards to his overall game, it's just not there, like, in comparison to some of the other names that we're mentioning. So I think Mbappe's problem is just we saw what he was doing before, and now we're looking at it and we're like, bro, we thought you were gonna. We thought you were gonna do the mad thing, bro.
Looking like it's Lamine now, man. Lamine might be after
people are looking
at
people already, fam. Because that's the thing, fam. You know when you're talking about that level of footballer, bro. Like we want to be entertained, man. Like when I'm looking at this Lamine guy, bro, I'm saying, bro, what's going on, fam? Like this guy is nasty. Like, fam, yeah, he's looking nasty. Yeah. So yeah, I think Mbappe. Obviously, Mbappe's still Mbappe. Like, you can't disrespect him. You can't talk about Mbappe like he's just any guy.
Yeah.
Like, do you get me? But I think currently that's what's kind of hurting him as regards to conversations about how good he is that we're looking at it and we're thinking, like, bro, we will remember you. We all remember you. We remember. We know how you can play. We remember. Like, so yeah, I think that's the thing. Like, we just want to see Mbappe be more like the Mbappe that we saw earlier. Like, yeah, and it was only a few years ago as well. Like, it's not even that far removed. So yeah.
But bro, let's round up the Premier League predictions. Predictions. You know what? This one, I know. To be fair, I was going to say it's both our B teams, but the way after what Bournemouth did to us, Arsenal last season, I can't say I don't know if they're my B team anymore. I've been in the A team because I hope they dealt with us. So yeah, man, Villa versus Bournemouth. This one I put as a prediction. I think it can just be an interesting match. Bournemouth obviously coming off the back of beating Arsenal 2-0, and Villa are a very good team, and Villa are home. So it's about how do you see this one going? What's your scoreline?
I think obviously Villa coming off the back of another great result in the Champions League. They're currently top of the Champions League table. 3 wins out of 3. Like they've been doing their thing. So and I think also they're starting to get players back as well. Obviously McGinn's come back. I think Kamara's come back as well. So yeah, like things are looking good. Obviously Duran scored again. Watkins has started to hit form now. You know, we spoke about him early in the season saying, you know what, like it looks like he's not really caught up to speed. Now he looks like he's caught up to speed. Like I think Duran doing what he did, it made him hurry up. He said, all right, cool, I need to get back quick. Otherwise it's bench. So so
high level.
Yeah, he's looking good. Obviously we spoke about Rodgers.
I didn't even know that. See, when everyone is back, even Mings.
Yeah, I saw Mings was in the squad. Yeah, like Mings was in the squad. Obviously, after that injury, like, crazy injury, man. So, like Villa looking there, man. Like, things are looking good for them. Bournemouth, like you said, good. Like, Bournemouth are a good team. They've got good players. Coming off the back of the result last week as well against Arsenal, I think they'll be encouraged. I think they do have a couple of injuries as well. But I see this as like, I think Bournemouth are no pushovers. So I think that I can see this looking like an interesting game. So yeah.
Okay. What's your score prediction?
I'm going for a Villa win. I'm gonna say I'm stuck between two.
Yeah, I know the two you're stuck with. I'm gonna pick the other one. Whichever one you pick.
Whichever one you're gonna pick the other one.
So I think I know
I'm going to say 2-1.
2-1. I hear it. So, but enough 3-1. I might that. I think I'm gonna go 2-1 for this game too, just because I think you'll be tied. I think he'll be tired. I don't want to go 3-1 for Villa.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't want to go 3-1. I don't want to be that comfortable, but they should definitely be winning this one. And then final game, bro, that we need to predict. You know, it's the Manchester City versus Southampton. You know, I always like asking you whenever we see you playing a team, do you see any upset? Do you see anything that Southampton can do that maybe City like to give up a goal? I think I saw that what's his name? My brain's actually just on blank. What's his name? Right back, Walker. Walker's out, so you know that's gonna be a big miss. I know how highly rated you rate Walker, so I don't know what you think about this one.
Shout out Rico Lewis, man. But I think, bro, man. You saw the result midweek as well. Did you see the Haaland goal?
Yeah, nasty.
The finish.
That guy, that acrobatic finish.
What on earth was that, bro?
Bro, acrobatic, bro.
What on earth was that? I look at it, I was just like, what is that, bro?
Yeah,
like, this guy is, he's
for
a
how
joke.
big he is, he
bro,
shouldn't be moving like that.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at it, I was just like, you know what it is? It was the type of thing that Ibrahimovic would do.
Yeah,
like,
he has that. He does have that. I remember when he first came, him and the brain pinging into that back post. He loved it. That little outside the boot thing. So it was a very good finish.
But yeah, you know what? Like City, for being City, like they're so sloppy that they're capable of conceding a cheap goal here or there. But yeah, bro, this I think this is gonna be a walk in the park. Like,
I heard this is literally how many goals.
Yeah, so bro, literally.
Before you get lucky in your prediction, I'll go first for this one.
Go on.
But because I'm gonna go 3-0 City.
I'm gonna go 4.
4. All right, cool. Yeah, this is definitely and I agree with you. For City's trolling and always wanting to concede, I think this one might be a game too far. Where I feel like Southampton are gonna just want to get out of there as quickly as possible. So yeah, man. So I'm going 4-0. But yeah, bro, that is all of the fixtures that we were gonna go through. Obviously we'll round up with a quick update on how FPL is looking. But I don't know if you wanted to add any other thoughts, any of the matches before we do that.
No, bro.
Good. No. Sweet. All right, let me share my screen and we can talk about it. Because the FPL, man, bro, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired of this journey already. I'm tired. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to retire. I'm ready to retire, man. This thing, I'm tired, bro. It's not working out my favor.
You weren't tired before, bro. What happened?
I got tired. I don't know, bro. It just hit me.
What happened?
We're just chilling and you just get tired. That's what happened, man. There's nothing more to it. Nothing more to it. But hey, man, you go again. Every week is a new week. So yeah, but bro, he's been doing his thing, man. Still top. Is bending like Bukayo's held it for the last few weeks now. Like he's been top. So yeah, man, actually doing very well. Again, just even looking at the 61. Cool. I'm trying to see how people are doing in general, like across the different what's it called, teams. Yeah, why are you giggling? Oh, Lonely. I hear it, bro. Took your talk.
Yeah, man.
Took your talk, man. Listen, if you wanna come on and give us pointers, how to do the FPL thing, let us know, bro. So fair play for sure. Cause bro, I even see even Anderson even cost him 2 points. But yeah, I guess interestingly as always, we have to point out the no Haaland, Dini's thing.
This week that's gonna be a big one.
Bro, let's see.
Because everyone's captain in Haaland.
Bro, so we'll see. And let us know that you're going to be able to sleep at night comfortably tonight with that information. Let us know. I don't know how you feel, whether that you do this with conviction or every game week you're scared. Let us know behind the scenes, please. But what's it called? Watkins. I mean, Watkins has been a really good pick for people who were ready.
Yeah.
I think he was looking expensive at the start of the season, but he's actually been delivering, for anyone who has managed to afford him in their team. Yeah, I think Havertz has been okay. I think probably more suffering from Arsenal general, just lack of creativity right now. Rodgers is doing his thing, man. Recently, the last few game weeks, he's been leaving with something. Because we was talking about him earlier in the season, saying you're looking good all the way until the final kind of point where we need points on the board. And he's been delivering some points on the board, man.
Bro, I always believed in Rodgers, man. I've had him in since game week 1.
He's coming through, man. He's looking like that nice pick. That nice pick just to give you comfortable points. And now this is probably the biggest kind of factor right now, man. Is people who have Salah, who don't have Salah. Obviously, people like me that have Saka, they're suffering right now. For last week, he didn't play either. Very painful. So yeah, man. Having Salah right now is looking really good. And obviously, he also has Palmer. I know there's also discussion of do you have Salah or Palmer? Because they're like the two players that most people are trying to definitely get into their teams right now in terms of that expensive pick for the midfield. So, fair play, man. You can see why he's doing well. And then Buemo is another pick that has worked out, I think, quite well for people who invested in him because he's overall been delivering. I think I saw something that Wiss is just back in training now, too.
Yeah, Wiss is back.
Wiss is back. So, that's going to be very interesting now to see, too. So, obviously, him and his partner, you'd like to think that maybe he might get even more points than he's been getting. So yeah, man, fair play to Gabriel. Yeah, well, I'll talk about this guy when I get to my team. I'll talk about him, man. Well, what's it called? And then next we go to you're doing very well. I see you in second, 44 points last week. We go to your team. Don't know if you wanna say anything about your team, bro.
Yeah, man. Like obviously, when you're speaking about like the premium midfield options and saying, should it be Palmer? Should it be Salah? Should it be Saka? And then obviously, oh, you're gonna go without Haaland. Some of us are greedy, man.
Bro,
some of us
greedy?
said everyone's playing.
Nah.
Some of us said everyone's playing. So
I can't believe you managed to fit all of them in your team.
Hey,
like
man.
that. It's ridiculous. You even got Chen in the back and story.
Yeah, you gotta be creative.
Nah.
Hey man, I caught everyone early before any price rises. So yeah, and I think I had what do you call it? Enablers with like Rodgers, where they're like cheap options which weren't expensive, but they're gonna like do well. So yeah, I think that was like a good shout. But yeah, this week, I'm not gonna lie, it was not looking the greatest. I think
in terms of fixtures.
No, just as regards to points, like it wasn't looking the greatest. Yeah. Areola got me a -1. Like he's scored an own goal, everything. But yeah, I think if you look at Keane, that was a big one.
Ooh, that was good haul.
He scored and got a clean sheet, and he got the 3 bonus points. So yeah, that was big. Like that was big for me this week. And then obviously I had Salah there as well. And Salah done his thing. So yeah, overall,
good even worse to be captain Salah on my days.
Oh yeah.
What was your captaincy choice going into this week? Was there any kind of
what me? Oh no, it's Haaland. Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. Yeah, it's Haaland, man. There's no, you know, it's Haaland is blanked. What is it? The last 3 game weeks in a row.
Yeah,
and it was funny because when he blanked last week, I saw Southampton. I said, well, he's getting it again. He's getting it again.
Oh, damn.
So
damn.
I
wonder if the Southampton players, how they're feeling. They're thinking, oh, my children can't watch this game.
I said, well, he's getting it again. But overall, it wasn't the best week. But I think it wasn't the best week all round for a lot of people.
Yeah, it wasn't.
And I think I outperformed the average. So, yeah. Was all right.
No, I hear it. So yeah, I'm all the way down here right now in 8th. Not being pretty, man. If I go to my team, just to remind myself, because after the week I know it's bad. I just say, yeah, man, FPL, we do that one later. There's no point looking at this thing no more. It's only gonna make me feel pain. But yeah, Gabriel, I brought him in. You know, I said, yeah, Arsenal's fixtures are looking better now. That's when Arsenal decided that we don't want to keep clean sheets no more. We won't keep getting red cards. So yeah, that hasn't worked out. Milienko, Everton, that was actually a good shout, actually playing him. Because I think I remember, I think Konza, he's still, I don't know what's going on with Konza right now.
I think he's back. He played in the Champions League. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Milienko, he was okay. Yeah, Trent, not great. And I think, you know what's the name of my team, is that, like, I look at my team, it's like, in general, like, I don't think it's a bad team. Like, you know, when you're conflicted between, like, all these players can actually be so much better than what they're doing. So I want to make changes. Like, should
I be honest with you, bro?
Oh, go on, talk to me.
When I look at your team, I just feel like you're missing
the new players.
Yeah, you're missing too many key. Like you don't have enough. Like I think you've been creative. Like Gordon, Eze, Smith Rowe, Nketiah. Like I hear it, but I think I feel like you need at least one more. Like you've got Saka, to be fair, and Saka didn't play. So it's just like that affected it, to be fair.
Yeah. So,
but I think you probably need like maybe like just one more someone who's just like
gonna
reliable.
Get you points.
Reliable. I would say.
I think what's been affecting me too is because also just like I'm just like each week I'm like maybe you feel like you kind of missed out on that player now. It's like now I don't want to bring them in. So I think now I just need I need to kind of reevaluate my long-term kind of strategy going forward. That's why I'm still not panicking yet. Because
it's a long season, bro.
Yeah, what I've learned, bro, is that you can also burn out if you start very quick early. Yeah, I've done that too. So I think now I know I have to now catch up. So I have to just be a bit more serious over the next few game weeks. But yeah, man. But right now I'm still just trolling, so it's not been the greatest. So yeah, man. So FPL right now, you're comfortably leading us right now. So what, like 40 points? So yeah, man. Fair play. We'll see how we kind of go throughout the season. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I know I was just rounding, but thank you for being very specific. But yeah, so yeah, man. So that is our Premier League kind of preview for this weekend.
Hey, they're saying that you've done the big one.
I see. I don't know if you can even see that. I don't know if he's trolling. So yeah, I'm probably trolling. But yeah. But what's it called? So it should be an interesting weekend, man. Like, you know, Liverpool Arsenal, the ramifications of what happens in that game is going to be massive, which we're going to have to talk about when we catch you guys in the other episode at the end of the week when we review the weekend. And yeah, be interested to kind of see how this weekend goes, bro. Then if you have kind of any final kind of thoughts before we round up the stream.
Hey man, obviously just looking forward to this weekend's games. Yeah, United, is a roller coaster. So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, the Liverpool Arsenal game is massive. So yeah, that's a massive game. So, yeah, man.
Also on that very last thing, obviously it's our Clasico this weekend too. So I don't know. I'm gonna definitely be tuning into that. I think because Madrid, Barca is looking very tasty right now. So that should be another good game for everyone to look forward to who's gonna be watching the football over the weekend. So yeah, it's going to remind people about that.
That's gonna be a big game, man. Big game.
Big game. Big game. I don't know. Any kind of any quick prediction? Quick thought? Who do you have? Do you have anyone you think will pick that up?
I'm thinking draw. It's hard to call. Yeah, I think it's at the Bernabeu. Barca have been really good, but Madrid. Yeah, I'm thinking draw. That's what I'm gonna go.
It's massive as well. Barca 6 points ahead of them. No, it's only 3. Oh man, it's only 3 points. So yeah, so Madrid win, they go level. Okay, yeah, man. So that's a big game, man. That's actually a big game. See how that one's gonna go. And yeah, I hear it. I think I'm also kind of going draw because I think probably right now, based on what I've seen, I haven't watched both teams much. I would say, but I probably think maybe Barca probably been playing the better football as a team. I think Madrid still feel like maybe they might be trying to figure out
trying to figure things out.
Yeah, figure that out. What's gonna happen? With
Barca look fluid.
Have a unit.
It looks like things have clicked. Yeah, things look. Things look like they've clicked.
So, but then it's away. It's at the Bernabeu. So that's a big equalizer as well.
Hey
so,
man, you can never count out Madrid, man. Madrid on Madrid.
I hear it. But yeah, let us know too if you're watching how you see this one going. Because it should be a very, very tight game. But sorry, bro, I cut you off. Your any kind of last thoughts for you round up?
Obviously, as always, I just want to say thank you to whoever's tuned in, whether you've watched for 30 seconds, 1 minute, half an hour, 1 hour, the whole stream is greatly appreciated. And yeah, like we're extremely grateful for all of the support, not just on the YouTube channel, but even on the socials. And yeah, whoever's just been engaging, it's greatly appreciated. And hope everyone has a great weekend.
Yeah. I could also echo all of that as always. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, as always, please don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed it, if you were entertained, if you kind of like any of the discussions that we had today, then please let us know. Appreciate feedback as well as we try to scale up as well, kind of going. I feel I think now we're in a nice kind of comfortable kind of place for the streams now. So I guess it's just about probably just being a bit more active on the socials. So yeah, just to add that too, if you could follow us on there, it would be great. Even if you can't catch the episode, if you just reshare it, repost it, that can help us grow as well. So we'd greatly appreciate if you don't follow us already and you enjoy what we're doing over here. So yeah, thank you everyone. And yeah, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Sweet.